Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fabulous day. No matter what time of day you're seeing this, I hope it is positive and I hope you are in a very calming energy. And if you're not, I hope this reading sees you well. If you're seeing this in the morning, I hope you remind yourself to start with some really positive intentions. I wanted to do a reading for us, a little tarot reading just to check in. It's Wednesday today, so I wanted to see what the rest of the week holds for us, how we can maybe pick up the end of the week if maybe the beginning half of the week wasn't in our favor. So we're going to do a little 420 reading. This is going to be a reading where I take my time with it. So kick back, relax, grab your snacks. If you've never been here for any of my readings before, welcome. If you are a return viewer, welcome back. If you are a 420 friend, I hope you're blazing along with me. Let's get right into this, shall we? Cheers. Oh, if you can hear my stomach growling, ignore it. I haven't had breakfast yet. Okay. Spirit, I cleanse and clear this deck. I return it to its new and original state for messages of guidance and clarity. Anything these beautiful souls on my YouTube need to know. I appreciate y'all so much for being a part of my YouTube community. Thank you for subscribing if you have. If you haven't, make sure you do subscribe and hit that post notification bell so you don't miss any readings like this. Let's see what the collective needs in the highest good. What do they need to know for the rest of the week? What advice or reminders do they need? Tapping into the energy of those who are watching. The first card out of the deck is the High Priestess. I feel like Spirit's really reminding you about balance in your life right now. About especially your ability to create balance. I feel like that is the most important reminder right now. I feel like you've had a lot of things out of your control recently. And that's probably been causing a lot of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, frustration, probably difficulty eating, difficulty sleeping, just in general, a difficulty functioning because so much feels out of your control. And this is where it's important to remind ourselves of the things that are in our control. Like the things we're putting in our body, what we're doing with our time, who we're giving our energy to, those sort of things. Those are 100% in our control. It is so important, especially when our inner child feels triggered, to remind ourselves we have more power than we are giving ourselves credit for. We always do. We might not be able to completely control the situation, no matter how much we may want to, but we always do have more power than we realize. Sometimes we don't realize how much power we have because we're people pleasers. We're just afraid to speak for what we need and what we think. And this is your reminder as the High Priestess. This is your energy, my love. You're allowed to speak. You're allowed to set boundaries. You're allowed to say no. No is a full sentence. And no requires no explanation. I feel like that is highly important to remember too. I feel like especially if people pleasing is sticking out highly, I'm just seeing that being circled and highlighted right now. If you're a people pleaser, this is your reminder, especially. You have more power than you realize, and the cycles that you end up in with relationships with people where you feel used, taken advantage of. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but when you don't set boundaries and speak up for what you want, you will get used, abused, and manipulated at some point in time in your life. And although the actions of other people and the abuse and manipulation of other people is wrong and they are accountable for that, you are letting the abuse happen. You are letting the manipulation happen. You are saying, please use me because I'm going to let you do it. And I'm going to let you do it over and over and over again because I haven't learned to say no. I haven't learned that I deserve to respect my own boundaries. And to do that, I have to set them and enforce them. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, with yourself and others. You have to enforce those rules that you set for yourself. You have to enforce the standards for your own life. Do the standards for your life include giving your time and your energy, your precious time and your precious energy? Do you want to give that to people who don't fulfill you, who don't reciprocate? Do you want to give that to situations that aren't beneficial? If the answer is yes, then continue. Please, by all means, waste your time. But the movie In Time with Justin Timberlake is sticking out, where, I don't know if you've seen that movie before, but just for a little bit of context, everything in that movie literally costs time. You want a coffee? 5 minutes of your life. Think about how you are spending your time like that. It all costs you. It all costs you every second you spend. So recognize, are the conversations you're having worth your time? Are the people you're around worth your time? Are the situations that you're putting yourself in worth your time? Are the goals that you're reaching worth your time? Is what you're ruminating on in your mind every day worth your time? Is what you are doing with every second of your life going to benefit you or keep you exactly where you are? If you want to stay with where you are, then baby, again, by all means, click right out of this video because this isn't meant for you. But if you're watching this almost 7 minutes in, and this feels like I'm speaking directly to you, Spirit needed you to know you need to take control of your time. You need to take control of your mind, meaning we can't control every thought that pops in there, but we can control how we redirect our thoughts. We can control how we respond and react to our thoughts. We can control how we allow them to control our beliefs about ourselves and what we're doing with our time based on what we are thinking. If you're constantly letting your thought run you and you're I'm gonna fail, I'm never gonna make it, all of those sort of things, you need to remind yourself that it's time to get reflective on where those thoughts are coming from so you can address who projected those thoughts into becoming part of your belief system about yourself. Was it the environment you were raised in? Was it a toxic ex who projected a bunch of insecurities onto you? Was it insecure friends who didn't want to see you win? You know, all of these sort of things. These experiences that we have with people, especially as people pleasers, stick with us and we carry them and they limit us over and over and over again until you decide, I have the power here. I have more power and control in my mind, in my life, of my time than I have given myself credit for. And I need to respect myself enough to say, no more. No more wasting my moments because I only have so many. No more wasting my minutes because they are mine and I'm not going to give them to people who do not fulfill me. You are allowed to say no. Again, that is a full sentence. You do not owe anyone explanations to say why you're not putting up with what you once put up with anymore. You're allowed to be a people pleaser one day and say, I'm not going to be a people pleaser tomorrow. And start having the conversations with yourself that you need to have to take your power back. Because you can. I know it for a fact because I used to be a people pleaser. I could not tell people no. I would babysit people, and there would be times where I would babysit their kids, and they would tell me they're going to be home at a certain time, and they would not be back until literally the next morning. And I would just, with a smile on my face, okay, here's your kids, see you next time, without saying this was completely disrespectful of my time. I had to learn to be a version of myself to say, I'm sorry that you're going to have to cut your good time short, but you need to respect my time and you need to come get your kids. I'm not a version of myself anymore as a romantic partner, as a friend, as a business owner, as a content creator, as any version of myself. I'm no longer a version of myself who says, I'm going to please you more and before I please myself. And that's not selfish. That's not narcissistic. That is self-prioritizing and self-respecting. And those are two things that you are allowed to be. And I feel like Spirit really needed you to have that reminder. To stop waiting for permission, acceptance, approval, or validation or confirmation from anyone else that what you want to do with your life is fine. What you want to do with your time is okay. And how you want to be the version of yourself who no longer accepts less than what you deserve is absolutely divine. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching this reading all the way through. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe, hit the post notification bell, share with a friend who maybe also needs this message, and drop a comment down below letting me know how this message was received, if this was meant for you, and if your spirit guide sent to you at just the right time.